Warning! This video is about one of the most underrated EXs. If you do plan on playing it, try a good strategy or you will lose. Be careful. Thank you, come again. Yo! Ice, ice, Kyurem. Vanilla ice, ice, Kyurem. Vanillish ice, ice, Kyurem. Vanillux ice, ice, Kyurem EX. Yeah. Sup Youtube, it's ZapdosTCG here, and I already talked about Kyurem EX and Kyurem EX in the previous episodes, but in this episode we'll be checking out the last of the Dragon Trio, Kyurem EX. Alright, Kyurem EX is the most underrated EX out of the entire Next Destiny set just because the damage output on that card is just not impressive enough. It only deals 120 damage at best, but the good thing about this card is the weakness it has, because not many metal Pokemon are being played in this format, and having a weakness to metal is just perfect. Aside to that, it also has a massive HP of 180 and a retreat cost of 3 just like most EXs out there, which means the retreat cost sucks, but you can bring him out with Heavy Ball, so that's a good thing again. And the HP is just awesome. You can have more than 180 HP at the moment, so it's the massive HP 180. We can't complain about that. And now let's check out his attacks. Frozen Wing deals 60 damage, and you can discard a special energy card attached to the defending Pokemon for a water and a DCE, so that's not bad considering that we're in a format where special energies are all around. We have DCEs, Prism Energies, Special Metals, Special Darkness, and even a few rescues now and then. So this means that once Darkness Explorers, our new set, comes out, many people will be playing Special Darkness as well, so Kyurem EX might see some more playability then. And yeah, just now it's pretty good because you can get rid of all the DCEs, and considering that Mewtwo EX is still incredibly popular, if it has a DCE you can get rid of that quite easily with his first attack. And now to his second attack, Hail Blizzard. It deals 120 damage for an additional water energy, so at first sight it doesn't seem that impressive if you compare it with the other EXs, although the side effect is a bit better because it only states this Pokemon can't use Hail Blizzard during your next turn, but you can easily overcome this if you have a Pokemon with free retreat on your bench and you have a switch. That way you can switch out for that free retreat and just retreat manually, and Kyurem EX can attack after that, so that's pretty good. You can deal 120 damage again, so overall it's a great card. But we all know Kyurem EX and Kyurem EX are way better, although I've tested out Kyurem EX with Vileplume and Reuniclus, and it works pretty well in my opinion because yeah, not many metal Pokemon are being played, and if you can keep Kyurem EX alive turn after turn, it might get you some prizes with that combo. And yeah. And which other decks can Kyurem EX find a spot? First up, Cake, also known as Cobalion, Kyurem, and Electrode. Since that deck also runs water energies for the regular Kyurems, you can easily put in one Kyurem EX in the deck just to have a bit of more power on your hand. Although you have to remember that if you're playing EXs in that deck, it isn't actually that good because you're sacrificing one prize card thanks to Electrode Prime's Poke Power. But yeah, if you want to have something unique in that deck, just try out one Kyurem EX. Next up would be Kyurem for Alligator Prime. The deck works as follows: try to get out for Alligator Prime as fast as you can to give water energies to your Kyurems. Depending on the situation or which deck you're up against, you'll be able to get out Kyurem or the EX one. It all depends on the matchups. And yeah, lastly I have a new deck idea I got from Grass from the YouTube channel, Water and Grass. I'm sure you all heard about them. They're pretty funny to be honest, and they have a bunch of sweet openings. I believe it was a drinking game, really funny, you should check it out. So the deck revolves around Kyurem EX and the new Vanillux from Next Destinies. Also this deck runs for Alligator line to get the energy acceleration in play. So what does the Vanillux actually do in this deck? Well, Vanillux isn't actually that good. His retreat cost is just decent, 2 retreat cost. His attack sucks, and his HP is just average for a stage 2, but it's all about the ability with this card. It states once during your turn you may switch your active Pokemon with one of your benched Pokemon, and then your opponent has to do the exact same thing, and this works really well with Kyurem EX. To be honest, you'll be able to overcome the effect of Hail Blizzard many times because you'll be able to attack turn after turn thanks to the effect of the ability. And if you have switches or a Pokemon with free retreat, you'll be able to deal 120 damage each turn. And you can also really mess with your opponent's setup, and with Catcher available you can even choose your target for Kyurem EX's damage output. And also the regular Kyurem still works really efficient against certain decks, like Dynamos are still around and stuff. And for the trainers and supporters for that deck, well, you already know the basics of how to build a deck, so that shouldn't be that hard to figure out. But definitely run rare candies, and maybe twins could be efficient when you're falling behind and prize cards, you'll be able to get stage 2 out really easy. And that's it for this week's deck analysis. And now let's go straight to Poké News once again. And I only have one thing on my list this time, so not anything that exciting, but it's still a great card. It's a new card from the 5th Japanese Black and White set. It's called Blend Energy, so as you already see, it's a special energy card, a new one, and the effect states, as long as this card is attached to a Pokemon, it doesn't really matter if it's a basic or an evolution card, it provides a grass, psychic, fire, and darkness energy at the same time, but it only provides one energy. So this is just like a Prism energy or a Rainbow energy, but then for those 4 types only, which could work really well for the upcoming Dragon Pokemon that need a bunch of different types of energies for their attacks. And the good news is that you don't have to put a damage counter on it like Rainbow energy, and it works for all the Pokemon, like you can use it on evolved Pokemon, not just like Prism energy. And that pretty much wraps it up once again. I hope you enjoyed this episode. If you did, click the like button, you know I always appreciate that. And if you have any questions, thoughts, insanely awesome ideas, or other things you want to share, go to the comment section and let me know what's on your mind. And for those of you that haven't subscribed yet and you really want to learn more about the trading card game and all its latest updates, do it right now, because you'll be able to see more episodes and the stuff like that. And this was ZapdosTCG. Thanks again for watching. Have a nice day. Until next time.